Welcome to Man vs. AI, where we dive into the dark and twisted possibilities of our future overlords. And let's be honest, when it comes to potentially evil overlords, politicians have a pretty solid head start. They're practically pre-programmed for shady behavior. Today we're counting down the top 10 evil things politicians could use AI for. We're talking Black Mirror on a governmental scale, people. Buckle up, it's going to be a bumpy ride. By the end of this video, you'll be questioning every targeted ad, every piece of breaking news, and every strangely specific political survey you see. You might even be tempted to move off the grid and live in a yurt. Don't worry, we won't judge. We'll probably be right behind you. Coming in at number 10, we have AI-powered surveillance. Now, we all know that politicians love a good bit of spying, don't we? It's practically in their job description, but with AI, we're not just talking about a few grainy CCTV cameras and some dudes in a van listening to your phone calls. Oh no, with AI, we're talking about facial recognition software that can track your every move, algorithms that can predict your behavior, and data collection on a scale that would make Orwell blush. They'll know what you had for breakfast, what brand of underwear you're wearing, and how many times you've Googled how to hide a body. Okay, maybe not that last one yet. Imagine a world where every time you criticize the government on social media, a drone magically appears outside your window. Or where your access to public services is determined by your social credit score, which, let's face it, is already basically a thing. And the worst part, they'll tell you it's for your own safety, to protect you from terrorism, from crime, from thinking for yourself, because apparently the biggest threat to a politician isn't a foreign power or a natural disaster, it's an informed and engaged citizenry. So, next time you see a politician praising the benefits of AI surveillance, remember this: they're not building a safer society, they're building a panopticon. And guess who the prisoners are? At number 9, we have AI-powered propaganda. Now, politicians have always been pretty good at bending the truth, but with AI, they can practically tie it in knots, stuff it in a suitcase, and throw it in the river. Forget about crafting carefully worded speeches and staging photo ops with babies. AI can create entire narratives tailored to specific demographics, designed to push your emotional buttons better than a toddler on a sugar rush. Imagine scrolling through your social media feed and seeing ads that perfectly reflect your deepest fears and desires, all urging you to vote for a particular candidate or support a particular policy. And you wouldn't even realize you're being manipulated because, hey, it's just an algorithm, right? AI can even write speeches that are more persuasive, more engaging, and frankly, more believable than anything a human could come up with. So, the next time you hear a politician give a barn burner of a speech, ask yourself, is that really their passion, or is it just some clever code? But here's the real kicker. AI propaganda can be so subtle, so insidious, that you don't even realize you're being manipulated. It's like being brainwashed by 1,000 tiny whispers, each one telling you exactly what you want to hear. Coming in at number 8, we have AI voter manipulation. Democracy, that beautiful, messy system where the people get to choose their leaders. Or do they? Because with AI, politicians can target and manipulate voters with laser-like precision, turning elections into a game of digital chess, where the pawns are your hopes and dreams. Remember Cambridge Analytica? And that was just a taste of what AI can do. We're talking about micro-targeting on steroids, folks. AI can analyze your online activity, your purchasing habits, even your freaking Fitbit data to create a scarily accurate profile of your political leanings. And once they know what makes you tick, they can bombard you with personalized messages designed to either scare you away from your preferred candidate or lure you into their camp with promises they have absolutely no intention of keeping. Think about it. No more awkward conversations with campaign volunteers, no more annoying robocalls, just a constant stream of tailored propaganda delivered straight to your devices. It's enough to make you want to throw your phone in a lake and go live in a cave. Actually, on second thought, they can probably track you there too. So, the next time you think your vote doesn't matter, remember this. It matters even more now, because it's not just your vote at stake, it's the very future of democracy itself. Number 7 on our list of AI-fueled political nightmares: censorship. Because who needs pesky things like free speech and a free press when you have an algorithm that can silence dissent before it even rears its ugly head? Forget about burning books, folks. With AI, they can just erase them from the internet, scrub them from history, and pretend they never existed in the first place. And good luck finding an unbiased source of information when AI algorithms are controlling what you see in your search results and social media feeds. It'll be like living in a perfectly curated echo chamber where everyone agrees with the powers that be, and anyone who dares to question the narrative is swiftly and silently dealt with. Don't like what your government is doing? Too bad. The algorithm says you're perfectly happy. And the worst part, you might not even realize it's happening. You'll just feel a vague sense of unease, a nagging suspicion that something isn't quite right. But hey, at least you'll have plenty of cat videos to distract you, right? Coming in at number 6, we have AI predictive policing. Remember that Tom Cruise movie where they arrest people before they commit crimes? Yeah, turns out that wasn't so far-fetched after all. With AI, politicians can use all sorts of data from your online activity to your neighborhood demographics to predict who's likely to commit a crime in the future. And if the algorithm flags you as a potential criminal, well, let's just say you better get used to seeing those police lights in your rearview mirror. Never mind that this technology is rife with racial bias and often based on flimsy data. Never mind that it turns the presumption of innocence on its head and creates a society where people are punished for crimes they haven't even committed yet. But hey, at least it will make the streets safer, right? Or will it just create a self-fulfilling prophecy where people who are already marginalized and over-policed are even more likely to end up in the criminal justice system? It's a dystopian future straight out of a Philip K. Dick novel, and it's closer than you think. So the next time you see a politician praising the wonders of predictive policing, ask yourself, who are they really trying to protect? At the midway point, we have AI deepfakes. Remember when you could actually believe what you saw and heard? Yeah, those were the good old days. Because with AI, politicians can now create fake videos so realistic, so convincing, that you won't be able to tell the difference between truth and fiction. Imagine a video of your political opponent confessing to a crime they didn't commit or making offensive remarks they would never say in real life. With AI, it's not only possible, it's terrifyingly easy. And the worst part, even if the video is debunked, the damage is already done. The seed of doubt has been planted, and in the court of public opinion, once an accusation is made, it's almost impossible to fully erase. So, buckle up, folks, because we're entering an era where seeing is no longer believing, and in a world where anyone can be digitally manipulated, the truth becomes the ultimate casualty. Number 4 on our list is enough to give even the most hardened general nightmares: AI-powered warfare, because who needs human soldiers when you can have robots do your dirty work? Imagine a world where wars are fought not on battlefields but on computer screens, with algorithms making life or death decisions in milliseconds. And while the politicians who wage these wars sit safely in their bunkers, sipping tea and checking the stock market, AI-controlled drones will rain down death and destruction from the skies. But here's the really scary part. What happens when these AI systems become so sophisticated that they no longer need human input? What happens when they start making their own decisions about who to target and when to strike? It's a chilling thought, but it's one we need to confront, because the future of warfare is automated and the stakes have never been higher. Coming in at number 3, we have AI-powered economic manipulation, because why bother with things like regulations and fair markets when you can just program an algorithm to make you rich? With AI, politicians can manipulate stock markets, crash currencies, and rig the entire global economy in their favor. And the best part? They can do it all with plausible deniability. After all, it's just an algorithm, right? No human culpability there. So, while the average person struggles to make ends meet, the political elites will be laughing all the way to the bank, their pockets overflowing with AI-generated wealth. It's enough to make you want to start a revolution, or at least invest in some good cybersecurity software. Number 2 on our list is a real doozy: AI-powered personal data exploitation. Because in the digital age, your data is the new oil, and politicians are thirsty, my friends. Imagine a world where every click, every like, every online interaction is tracked, analyzed, and used against you. With AI, politicians can create a chillingly accurate profile of who you are, what you believe, and how best to manipulate you. They'll know your fears, your desires, your deepest, darkest secrets, and they won't hesitate to use that information to control you, to silence you, to keep you in line. Privacy will become a quaint relic of the past, as foreign a concept as a rotary phone or a dial-up modem. So the next time you hit that accept all cookies button, remember, you're not just giving away your data, you're giving away your freedom. And the number 1 evil thing politicians could use AI for, drumroll please, AI-powered social engineering, because why stop at manipulating individuals when you can manipulate entire societies? With AI, politicians can subtly influence social behaviors and norms, nudging people towards desired outcomes like a shepherd herding sheep. They'll use algorithms to control what you see, what you hear, and even what you think. Imagine a world where your newsfeed is filled with stories designed to make you afraid of your neighbors, where your social media interactions are carefully curated to reinforce existing biases, and where dissenting opinions are systematically silenced. It's a recipe for a divided, distrustful, and ultimately easily controlled society. And the worst part, you'll never even realize you're being manipulated. You'll just think you're forming your own opinions, making your own choices. But in reality, you'll be dancing to the tune of the AI overlords. Welcome to the Matrix, folks, where the blue pill is ignorance and the red pill, well, there is no red pill. And there you have it, folks, the top 10 evil things politicians could use AI for. Sleep tight and don't let the algorithms bite, because if there's one thing we've learned today, it's that the future is looking pretty bleak. But hey, at least it'll be efficient. If you enjoyed this terrifying descent into the heart of AI-fueled political dystopia, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Until next time, stay skeptical, and maybe invest in a good tinfoil hat, just in case.